Yes. What is up, folks? That music, it gets us every week. We know it's coming and it just stops. What is up? It is Friday night. It is 7:30. You know what that means here along the Panhandle. It's time for the Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Mike Smith with Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is...
What's going on, everybody? It's Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and a breezy one it is being. It is not calm out there at all. Pretito, good to see you, Bearded Mike.
Bearded Mike. What's up, Mr. Rob Foster?
What's up, Schubert? Hey, Schubert, congratulations on the move today. Safe travels down. I saw the post. It's good stuff, man.
Chad, hit it Perdido in the AM. How's the updates? Well, the good news is there's fish there.
And the sunshine.
Blaine's been catching fish. We'll be showing some of his catches here throughout the show, but it's going to be windy. Actually, you know what? Tomorrow's going to be windy. Sunday's not going to be bad. Sunday is actually supposed to be light winds out of the southeast, which should be nice. Today was just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm outdoors. What is going on, buddy?
What's going on? Donnie? Oh, almost here. Vacation's almost on, man. Nice. Cheyenne, good evening to you. Thank you for taking my text earlier, and I'm sorry I won't be able to fish with you. I think it was today or tomorrow. Apologize. Get in the way of things. So, question before we start. What are you drinking tonight, good sir? I saw you grabbed your cup.
Yeah, I left my cup there. I have, okay, no judging. First of all, it's Basil Hayden, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
But I'm chasing it. But, well, hang on. Because my chaser is some sort of blonde ale with orange. Blue Point blonde ale with orange.
But is it good?
It's not bad. It was BOGO at Publix, so you know.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with BOGO.
What's that?
You can't go wrong with BOGO.
Well, no, I got this one, and there's like a mango flavored one or whatever.
Nice,
but it's not bad. How about you?
Good evening, Mark. Hey, Jack. Good to see you tonight. I went a little on the busy side today. I was sitting in traffic, so I went to a tried and true Old Overholt straight rye whiskey. It is the only rye whiskey I've ever had that goes down smooth as water, and when it hits the bottom, you feel a nice warm sensation on the way up. Definitely a great whiskey right here. And not so much
always nice. So. Just warms you up.
Here's to you, buddy.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
So everybody, yes, you've seen it. We've had the rough winds for yesterday. They started picking up. I had my report went live yesterday. I don't know if you saw when I first got there. It was emerald green and clear, looking really good. Wind was up a little bit. And then wind shifted a smidge, about probably 15 degrees, and then it went straight chocolate milk. And sure enough, as soon as the chocolate milk came, so did the catfish. So the zombie showed up, but we did manage to catch some good pomp, Justin and I. And it was a good day out there. I caught a bull red, just a hair over it to be out of the box. So I was a little mad there. Is what it is. And then today you went out and the watercolor changed.
Yeah, it was emerald this morning. For those of you that saw my report, it was emerald this morning. Oh, there's the right show notes. There we go. Emerald this morning, and then it got breezy as all get out, man. By the time we packed it up at 11, we were sandblasted, and I told the folks it's a good thing we stopped when we did, because it was about to get ugly. It wasn't going to get anything but worse the rest of the day. It was bad.
That's no good.
But we managed to catch fish. That's all that counts. It was a good bite. Like, there was a lot of pompano caught along the Panhandle.
Yes.
I saw reports, 30A, Henderson, I think it was, coming in. Okaloosa Island produced some nice big fish. Navarre, somebody in Navarre was on a good bite. Wasn't us. I mean, we caught a couple, but not like these folks did. I think I got it coming up in our scroll.
Yeah, I've got some too for the week. Larry, it was ripping, and Larry did catch some nice ones too. It was definitely a good one there.
It was, the wind, originally the forecast was supposed to be 15 to 30, I think it was. And when I woke up, it was like 10. So I'm like, that's not bad. I'll go check it out. And if we have to cancel, we cancel. But we got out there. It was fine. So we fished. We were able to get 4 hours out of it. So
Nice. I saw Corey post today. Corey Dyer,
yeah.
excellent fisherman. If y'all haven't seen him or checked his stuff out, really, really good guy. And I mean, great guy, excellent fisherman altogether.
Yeah.
But he was out there in the winds and he nailed a good set of palms as well. So it was pretty good. But yes, today you were out there. If you were out there on the surf side, you definitely got some. Bill, you'll see his comments pop up, hopefully, depending on which feed he's in. Bill had some weather to contend with.
Man, when I was leaving, we were chatting earlier in our little PFR group here. And when I was leaving, I saw Bill's rig at the boat ramp. And I was like, there is no way he is. I mean, whitecaps were rolling coming through the Navarre Sound. And sounds like he made his way back shortly after I passed the truck there. But he got on a good redfish bite. Some nice pictures.
6:30 to 10, it was on fire. So I drove today from here in Navarre all the way down to 30A. Went with my wife. It's her birthday. So we went down to go take a look at something. And as we were on the road, I could see the water. And, man, it just looked horrible out there. It was just ugly. You are a badass, sir. You are.
You got careful, Bill. I got control to put these comments up here. So
that could only mean pictures. But so the whole zone today, messed up, but the good news is it's going to get better. We've got a couple of days of some bad weather coming, but that's later on in the week. So if you can get out, Frank, definitely. If you want to get out, tomorrow's going to be an okay day. We're going to get into the weather forecast here in a second, but you've got some opportunities to go there. So don't get out of that.
Absolutely.
If you haven't done so, big important thing. We're still looking to get to 500, and it's all because of you. You all are the ones that are going to get us there. So, hey, hook it up, share this out, talk to your friends about it. This whole zone, we've got a lot of people that fish this area. We're talking surf, we're talking inshore, we're talking out at the deep water. We've got it all here, and you're going to hear it all tonight. We've got all the captains. So definitely get in here, start sharing it out, because it's going to help someone. You guys know we don't just talk about the reports. We talk about knowledge. We get all that stuff going.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, we're sitting at $3.99, I think, and our giveaway will be at 500. And we already have confirmation from a few folks who will be sending stuff in. One of which I think everybody will be happy with that wins, especially if you own a pin battle or something of that nature. I'm just saying maybe, or a spin fisher, maybe. Could be a direct replacement or something. I don't know, maybe. But we'll we get to that magic 500 number, and that's when we'll do our first giveaway. Speaking of giveaways and things, we do have several sponsors that are sponsoring our show right now. Go Mexis is one of them. We have a 10% discount code. Just type in surf at checkout to save you 10% on a handle or knob. GI Jigs has gracious enough for the month of April now, only for the month of April for right now. He's offered a 10% discount code PFR. And, Brian's got those, showing you. I got some, a post coming up from Beach Buzz with his. I ordered mine. I mean, these things are going to be hot.
These are sexy. I mean, this is a 1 ounce jig, 1 ounce. And I mean, granted, I got sausage fingers here. But I mean, it's decent length. It's got the single one there. And I guess I'm not really spoiling it. But one of the reports was somebody caught something very nice on this, which we will talk about. And one of the things he said was he wasn't even worried about the leader because the fish couldn't get past this piece to get to it. So that distance alone that was brought up before when we were discussing this has made this already go, okay, there's something to be said here. So I've got the 1 ounces, and I also believe I didn't bring it out with me because I brought the shinies. I brought the gold and the silver. Can't go wrong with those. But I believe I also grabbed half ouncers too. So I'm planning on playing 1 ouncer with the surf, but also I know that my dagger, my 9-foot dagger, but also my 10-foot over the bar can handle the half ounces very easily. So those are going to be great in the surf and inshore. So if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. Hey, what can I say? We've heard people catching on them. We know that they've got the right shine. The action is very smooth from what we've heard also from the captain and the people that have used it already. So not bad stuff right there.
No, not at all. And then we also have I have the Waterlands code as well, SSF. If you're interested in sunglasses, that'll save you 15% at Waterlands. Just type in code SSF. And those, I can't say enough good things about those sunglasses. Super light, super polarization. I mean, those things are just awesome. So go check them out. Got some comments that have busted up while we've been talking. Let's see. Blaine says Tuesday might be the day. I think that's good because I have a charter Tuesday, so hopefully Tuesday is the day. Salt Squatch couldn't get a 4-ounce Sputnik to hold today. Really? What time did you go out?
I actually just talked to him on the phone a little while ago about.
Did you?
We'll talk about off show, but I can say it has to do with something of this nature. I can't say anything else yet, but it has something to do with what I'm holding.
Nice. Yeah, it was rough when we were packing up. You know, it was definitely rough coming off the surf. Chad Michael, Blaine Roberts recommend somewhere for tomorrow. Bearded old buddy.
Who's
Mark Burford just shared us out on the Facebook Florida Surf Anglers page. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Mark. Appreciate
that.
And like we said with Mark, hey, Mark, the Florida Surf Anglers at Florida Surf Tackle, the over the bars. Mike's got them. We had him on the demo day, and he's got also what you got the over the bars, and you have the Florida Surf Tackles.
The Florida Surf Angler.
Yep.
I have the big one and the. God, why is my mind going blank right now?
Bullet.
Yeah, bullet. Thank you. The bullet. I like I prefer the bullet, and everyone who threw the rods that day preferred the bullet. I mean, that's just a sweet rig right there.
It's called the bullet. I've determined.
Exactly. Oh, you went out around 3 p.m., Phil. It was only blowing like 30. Switch to the bay. Well, hopefully you got something nice in the bay that made the trip out worth it. So
all right. So what do we got for the upcoming weather, good sir?
All right, let's jump in. Way to keep us on track, man.
Hey,
I like it.
Both of us, I noticed we both work we'll both go back and forth. We'll double check. It's always good. I was going to the Hurlburt boat dock, but as soon as I saw those white caps, the sound coming from Navarre was a no-go. Good call.
Yeah, definitely a good call.
Safety first. And
let's see here. Share screen. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna do tab.
Littering and.
Okay, hang on. I gotta take down our banners now. We definitely need an assistant. An engineer, that's what they're called.
Yes, we need an engineer to host this and make these things. Yeah. Go away, Vanguard, even though you're a really good fund.
Yeah. All right. What are we getting down to tonight? 44.
Windows open.
Is this the right plate? Yeah. Navarre. Yeah. Okay. 44 tonight. Wind shifting to the. I know. Wind shifting. See, so they're dying down. Winds are going to shift to the northwest at 10 to 15. Tomorrow, looking at a high of 67. Nice west northwest at 18. And then Sunday, southeast at 15.
I mean, just give me a south or a north wind. Don't give me this cross
gusts. Then okay, that might not be too bad. Yeah, so we got 15, and Sunday night drop into 10. So, and then Monday 17, 16. It's going to be windy. It's going to be breezy.
Yeah, we're not getting away from it. Hey, you know what? With this wind, this would be the perfect time to do a controlled burn, wouldn't it?
Oh, we were talking about that before. I think you jumped on, but yeah, whoever's bright idea in Santa Rosa County does decide today was the day to do a controlled burn needs to be fired.
Somebody's definitely getting fired.
Yeah. That was a dumb move because now we're not only a control burn, now we are a wildfire and people are evacuating their homes because we decided to burn some marsh.
It's only right there. It says it right in the top left corner. Fire weather watch.
Was that up there?
Do it. It's right there. Yeah, it's right above the.
Yeah, there. Look at that right there. Even the Weather Channel knows it. I don't know why our county administrators don't know it. Anyway,
well, we're not going there. All right,
No,
so we
not
got the
tonight.
crap weather, dude. I'm not loving the wind, man, and it's just.
No.
And I will always. And granted, I'll admit it. I don't care if it's windy. If I get a chance to go fish, I'm throwing a line.
Mhm.
I've got 5 ounces. If a 5 ounce moves, then then
Yeah.
it's a whole different world. Hi, Chief Snake and Bake. I heard the same thing about the controlled burn. It's special.
Hey,
Um,
Adrian, what's up?
the with this, but on the same one, I'm also like, you know what? Just give me a damn north wind or a south wind. I will take a headwind all day.
Yeah.
That crosswind, just you're getting the belly in the line. And granted, if you're using mono, you're not getting it as bad as us with braid. Got that. But you're still getting that. Now you got to deal with the contention of the wind and the current. So if you're getting the cross run, you're already pissed. And it's just messes up the color and all the churn. And it's like, oh my God, okay.
I was thinking that my Sputniks weren't holding because there was such a heavy bow in the line. And it was seriously that bad. I'm like, because I told the folks when we started, I'm like, okay, we'll fish until we can't fish anymore. You guys, you're down from Michigan. This is what you want to do. This is what we'll do. I said, as long as the Sputniks hold and I can cast them out, we're going to catch fish. And it got to the point I look at it one time and I see the big bow and I'm like, holy crap, it's not holding. And once you reeled it down tight, then it kind of pulled it over a little bit. They weren't walking. I mean, they were chips, sinker guy Sputniks. I mean, they're going to hold. But yeah, it was just miserable. You're right about that bow. I don't like dealing with that crosswind. It's bad. Vernon, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Vernon, good to see you. Bill, wind is the devil. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So, question of the week: when shopping for reels, what is the most important thing that you look for?
This is a tricky question because when we were bouncing ideas on questions and stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's a good question. Let's talk about that one. But I think it depends on the application.
True.
That you're fishing for as to what you're going to look for. Sexy reels only. My wife learned that term from listening to the show. Sexy reels, because we're like, man, that is a sexy reel. And she goes, how the hell can a reel be sexy? I'm like, look at it. Just look at it. Have you seen the dowel with that chrome gold Mexus knob on it? That's a sexy reel. But it really depends on the application. So when I was searching to pair up a reel for the big one, I wanted a 10.5 or a 10,000 series reel.
Right.
The most drag I could get, because all of them held about the same amount of line when I got that big. Right. So I'm looking for, okay, who had the best drag for the money? Because I'm using it for sharks. I mean, that's the only reason I want it to. A big spinning reel for small sharks, 6 foot and under. So that was my priority. Now I'm looking for something smaller to pair up with the over the bar 10, because I'm bouncing back and forth with my reels. I want something that's going to be small, compact, can throw, balance well with the rod. And color's important too. I like to match up my rods and reels based on color. So I mean, my charter setups are Prevails with the Battle HSs because they're red and black looks good on the red and black rod. So with some blue line on it, and that's a sexy looking setup to me. It looks good. So I think it depends. So Kafer, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that last name right. Kafer, smooth drag. Yeah, that's another good one too. No matter what size the reel, a smooth drag setup I think would be a good setup. What about you? What do you look for?
Okay. So in the comments, everybody, you can see that we read them out. So please chime in. I mean, we are very interactive. You guys know this. We love talking with y'all. This is always important. We want to know, what are you looking for with the reels? Yes, Blaine, I did see that, and I was going to call you about it before I brought on the show, but since you've already popped that one open, let's go ahead. Lost Key Outdoors is nice, 3,800 and 4,000. They just got their own branded in reels. So take a look at those. I am going to talk to you, Blaine, about that, but that was pretty cool. a couple of different things, and I do agree with you on application. I should have brought that up. So, Bill.
This is why I love our little fishing community. I'm sure a sparkly bass boat will fit your need. Yeah, maybe.
Sparkly, because they are sparkly. It's like, why is this thing so shiny?
Yeah. Well, okay, hang on. Bruce here. Bruce says, I agree about color matching. Thank you, sir.
That's not even fair because we know about, he's not the only one. Paul did the matching too.
Paul did the matching too. Yeah.
And Paul was the first one that I saw. It was like, okay, they kind of look good.
Yeah.
All right. So backing up. Sorry. I do agree for the application. One of the very first things I do look for though is drag capacity. And that goes across the board because I have purchased a reel before where the drag ability was subpar. Yeah. And I didn't think anything about it. So I started looking more, okay, what series am I in? Am I in the 3000 series? All right, for my inshore 2000, 3000 series, what's my drag availability? And is it a felt or is it a or is the the carbon washers? Mm-hmm. Definitely wanted to know that one. After that, and this is where I am a complete and total snob, is the handle.
Really?
If the handle is uncomfortable to me, if the ergonomics of it do not feel right, I don't want it. And I learned that from the crosscast was everything I had was knob. And there were a few other surf rods out there that my Shimano is also a paddle. Hated it. And I instantly went with the Gomexus. So the knob, if the knob doesn't feel right with the same application, I don't like it because I know that I need something for grip and I need to be able to pay attention to that. Line capacity, hey, you know what? Anything in those series, you're going to have a significant amount of line capacity, whether you want to go full braid or if you want to back it, sure. But yeah, drag and handle are my top two, as dumb as that is. But
so ergonomics is extremely important.
I do like weight every now and again. And I've been paying more attention to that, like with the Over the Bar 10, very light rod. And I grabbed the Battle 3 5000 for that one. And it didn't feel right. It felt a little too heavy. So then I went to the Conflict 2 that I took off of, I think I had that one on. Yeah, I think I had it on the Akuma, which was the wrong thing to put on there. So I put the Conflict 2 on there. And when I put the Conflict 2 on on that 10-footer, huge difference in weight and balance. So that was another important piece for me.
Thick bale wire. That's one I wouldn't have thought of.
Bale wire. Huh. Because there are, you've seen how some of those bales, they stick way the hell out there. It's something Justin and I have talked about because that's something he has to pay attention to. Salty. Where am I at here? I think we missed some. So we got Bruce with. Okay, so we had Larry. Wow, we got a lot of comments here. Okay, let's back it up. Jeez. Okay, so sexy reels only from Salty. We got that price and functionality for Bill. Buy that. Joe, looks like Sunday may be a best. 8 crowds. I'll try that. Yeah, spring break, man. March and April. Frank, durability. Sealed bearings. That's an interesting topic.
That brought up a great discussion. Is that what you're thinking? Yeah. So our conversation with Van Staal dealer,
Chris,
was interesting. Yeah, when it comes to sealed, and there are a lot of rods, and I'm not, because I asked him point blank, I'm like, what makes Van Staal rods reels? One, so expensive. Two, are they really seriously worth it? Break it down to me. You know what I mean? And those are, I think, are the only spinning reels that you have to buy either left or right-handed because they are totally sealed.
Yeah.
Like there is no water getting in there. If you can switch a handle from left to right, that reel is not sealed. Water, sand,
and the reversing of the bail too.
What's that?
And he said the reverse. If you can reverse.
Oh yeah. If you can reverse spin the rod, it is not sealed. Now, some components of that rod, reel, I keep saying rod, reel, may be sealed, but they can still get dirt, water, grime will still get in there and tear up that reel. Yep. Where Van Staal, it will not. Now, I'm not going to be spending $500 and some to $900 for the 2 Van Staals. I love my Penn battles. and the spin fishers. But that's the reason why. I mean, that's a lifetime reel. I may buy a couple of the battles and spin fishers, but you would only buy one Van Staal.
And that is the one he did say, it's be the one you pass down to your kids. So,
yeah.
But yes, the difference between fully sealed and sealed bearings or sealed sections is misleading. So I'm glad you brought that up, though, Frank, because that did bring a good conversation.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, creature of habit. I go when I know and love. That is true. I know that about you. You love those ones. Drag. Did that one. Larry, value of 150 and under. Cool. All right. Good point. Bruce agrees with color matching. Chris, not only just looks, sealed, waterproof case, drag, line quantity, gear ratios for spinners. Gear ratio is a good one. That I think that one does get a little overlooked. And 2-speed for conventionals. Regular.
What comment are you on? Where'd you go down there?
I am at Chris Florence. I'm just below Bruce.
Oh yeah, Chris. Yeah. So I agree on the gear ratio, depending on because I want the high speeds when I'm throwing lures for bluefish and stuff. I want a higher gear ratio there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone into a 2-speed conventional just yet. I would like to for my shark reels. And Sean will probably weigh in on that one too.
Yeah.
Because it does make a huge difference when you're battling from the shore. That 2-speed setup.
Yep.
But
Salty. He brought up the Olvie. Great Nate, that reel. Salty put in there lightweight smooth gears, nice drag, or some jacked up strange Australian stupid reel that I love to hate, also known as an Alvie reel. Corey, good evening. Jacob, hey, enjoy your dinner out with the lady. Good to see you. Salty again with the knob. Yeah, he's got the nice knobs that set up on his conflicts from the Saltus MQ. Rob, Rogue Reels came up with smooth drag, strongest drag, thick bale wire, which we were talking about.
Yeah.
Was Saltus. Check out Ryan Maury's review. Okay, take a look at that.
So I do like the knob on the Saltus MQ. That is pretty sweet. It's kind of like a Gomexus.
It is.
It's like big. It's free spinning. It's nice.
Yep. Mark Burford, line recovery is big. Absolutely. And I want to know how many cranks it is. And it's funny too. It depends on what you've got. Some of them, like all my pens, are almost 3 feet per turn. It can really make a difference, because if you go from all my pens are 3 feet per turn, but if I go to my Shimano, it's a 24. It's a 26 inch per return. So it's a huge difference, especially when you're pulling a big black drum.
Yeah.
Freaking jerk. Baitcaster. Okay. Baitcaster reels for fishing redfish. Better for topwater walking baits. Thoughts. Okay. Hold on, Corey. I'll answer that in a second. We got to get to the captains here. We're almost at 30. 2-speed conventional is a game changer. Hit that granny gear and pull in anything. Yeah. Man, that's like downshifting right there. I don't like being in the comments and not talking.
Mark.
Don't make a special guest of you, man. We've done it before. We will bring on specials. Corey, baitcaster reels for fishing for redfish, better for topwater walking baits.
They were for me. It was for bass fishing. I didn't transition when I went from Maryland and moved down here, and I haven't started using bait cast. Now, Jack, my son, is really getting into the bait casters, and that's what he loves using, wants to use. So we'll try. But I think, and JT just jumped in. Yep, do it all the time with the bait casters.
Yeah,
it's because I think if you're walking the dog, it's a different angle when you're working that rod in the spinning, as opposed to the spinning gear setup.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get more action, I think, out of a bait caster style setup.
And we got JT coming on, so we'll bring that one. All right, so we are at 29, almost 30 minutes. Yeah. This is the perfect time to transition into our captain. So thank you for
right as Brad was getting ready to go leave bathroom break.
No, you're not going anywhere, buddy. No.
All right, let's bring him on real quick.
Because he's gonna.
All right, you guys remember him from the last show, our offshore report. New guy, Brad.
No, I'm about to throw a pencil at these dogs that have been quiet for 30 minutes and then just decided to bark.
That's all right, man.
Family come through the front door.
Hold on. All right, I'm guessing Chihuahua.
Shizu. It's not mine.
Oh, even more angry.
Oh, funny story behind this. I went and fished a tournament with Bill one day, and I come home and had a new dog. True story. Unannounced. Oh, he's special too. This dog's he's a rescue.
He knows. That guy knows.
We rescued this guy.
Trust me, I know.
Somebody's going to have to rescue him from me because it's been 3 years and he still won't even let me pet him. So, yeah. Hey, take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But no, I was going to threaten the dog's life whenever you saw me. How y'all fellas doing?
We're doing good, man. We're glad to have you on again.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Sorry about the chaos. I'll get this squared away.
Right,
the wife and the 19-month-old and the 8-year-old just walked through the door, but she's handling that right now.
Let's get you in and out of here then. So
no, you're good. You're good. I got plenty to talk about. It'll quieten down. This week was it warmed up. Water temperature warmed up a little bit, and the bite did too. It was really good. Found some banjos. Got our first ling of the year, first keeper ling. So that's always a good day. We were able to get out a few times. It was funny. The bite was weird. Sunday they wanted live bait more than they wanted cut bait. And they were particularly live bait. They were moody that day, I guess. And then Monday it pretty much didn't matter what you dropped down. On Monday they were chewing good. Yeah. So that
is awesome.
Yeah, we ended up limited out on triggers, got some nice triggers, got a couple keeper scamps, the ling, and something I was bringing up in the pre-show. Sunday's trip, we had a 5-year-old who he got sick on us. He had a good time out there, tough as nails. Little boy's named Jet, and with a name like that, you got to be tough. I told him, you got to be fast and tough. He was the coolest kid I ever met. Got sick for an hour, recovered, got up and started catching red snapper again, ran back in the bay, but we caught a lionfish offshore on the same trip, come back in the bay and caught another lionfish in the bay. And that's not, I know I'm telling them don't sling it at me for God's sakes, because some people like to sling it over the rail.
Oh yeah.
But it sucks because I'm seeing more and more since probably last fall, September, October. We used to never catch one on hook and line hardly. And it seems like about every trip we've been pulling one up on hook and line. And I'm seeing them so much more frequently, so I know they're just taking over. They're out there everywhere.
That is nuts. I know another captain, Mark Hope, was telling us about the same thing. Catching them on hook and line now, which is it's crazy.
Man, look at them fish. That is some good looking triggers right there.
Oh yeah, that was one of the coolest little 5-year-olds you ever met in your life. Daddy was proud he touched the fish. I always like to show them they'll take your fingers off and why they call them triggers, how you can't get them to trigger go down unless you pull the back fin. But yeah, the bite's really heating up when you can get out there. It's just a matter of the wind laying down and getting out there.
I'm gonna go back to that one. That is a nice cobia right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a surprise bonus. I was over helping a client with my back turned, and I heard cobia, and when I got back, the bait buckets the lines were stretched as far as could be, and stuff was knocked over everywhere. I just went yanking the gaff out and knocking everything over between me and him. And I was telling, I about had a heart attack because the first time I gaffed it, it shook off the gaff, and I had to stick. I made sure I stuck it good the second time after a few choice words. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. When the word cobia is said, I can only imagine this will get in the boat one way or another.
Oh, I'll jump on his back. It's like a Scooby-Doo moment. I mean, it's when you hear that and Wahoo are two. Man, if I hear either one of those, like I said, I'm looking for my pistol if I got to shoot the thing. Not really, but I'm trying to get it in the boat no matter what, if it's legal.
That's the right way we do EKG. You do EKG out at sea. You just go with a 9mm. Yeah, you don't need a brain spike.
Yeah, and with y'all's question too, I think a lot of the fishing is what your personal choice. Some people like to use conventional. Some people I'm personally a spinning reel guy. I like spinning reels. They're more comfortable to me. Doesn't mean I don't own conventionals. I do a lot. If I'm doing trolling, it's usually with a conventional and mono or something like that. But I've got a 10.5 Slammer 3 that I love. It drag's a big deal. Everything's different. Yeah. If I'm fishing over here, I've got 10, 20 pound, and I've got a 2,500, 3,500. I'm just matching to what I'm doing. If I'm out chasing AJs, I've got a spinner, a Slammer 3 10.5, but I think it's 60 pounds of drag that I can lock on that thing. I mean, when it's locked down, you cannot move the drag. And I bumped the the braid up. I've got about 80 pound braid on it, so I can really just hit the brakes on them because, I mean, you know, they're going to dig and try to break you. So with that 60 pounds plus, I'll palm them with my hand, and if they get down, it's do or die. They're going to break you anyhow. So I'll beef it up, and later in the season, if I need to, I'll step it down as far as my leader or whatever. But at first, I'm trying to get them in the boat. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at them. Yeah. So I think it's really, and everybody, there was nobody really wrong in your comments. All those, when I first got in this, I wanted to bang my head in the wall going, what reel do I buy? And I'm just trying to make the right choice. They're expensive. So I'm trying not to just waste, you know, $150, $300 and it not be what fits me. And over time, I pieced things together for where I have my beach setups. I have if I'm just going over here to catch redfish, but then I have my trolling setups, and then I have my down rigs for my bigger fish. And then even I'm a glutton for punishment. Whatever the lightest I can get away with and get that fish in the boat, that's what I want to use, just because it's fun. You feel like you accomplished something than going out there with a broom handle and just, you know, and just winching them up. So if I can get away with it, now once he whoops me a couple of times, I'm going to reach over there and grab that broom handle because I want to see what he is that keeps whooping my butt every time. But at the same time, I think it's very much a personal choice. I think durability with mine, I want something I'm not going to have to rebuy constantly. Something that I take care of my things, but I'm also rough on I use my stuff. I use them like tools. Yeah. So I don't want something that's going to break at the end of the season. There's so many right answers, I feel like, to this, but I love the Spinfisher 5s and 6. I've had my Spinfisher 5, my 45, I had it serviced once, and I've had it 6 years, and I rinse it every time. And I know, like I said, nothing's truly sealed 100%, but if it's keeping most of it out, when it gets serviced, if there's not just crap in there, I could tell if it's done a good job of keeping there, and that's what I want, keeping that sand and everything else. And I know a lot of people probably heard too, it depends on the reel, but don't power wash your reels. You know, I even turn the water on a little bit and just let it run lightly just to break that sand apart, because I always heard it'll blow it up. You know, you can actually do more damage as far as digging it deeper in there and getting it into your internals. But I think it's a trial and error. It is. I like I said.
What about color?
Red and black. I like your red and black. I'm a Georgia fan, so can't go wrong with that. I'll probably give you a go dogs when I come by. It depends. It just depends. I want the most. I want the most for my money, because, like I said, you know, a lot of people do this as a hobby and stuff, and they can't break the bank and go buy a Van Stall. But that 150 range, like those Spinfisher 5s and 6 before the pandemic, you get a 4,500. You can go catch them on the bridge, you can do whatever. And that thing was running $119.99, and it's still. They have a pretty sufficient amount of drag and like line capacity and everything else on them, but everything post pandemic's through the roof now. But I like my Slammer 3s and my Spinfishers. I really do. And then I'll break the conventionals out when I'm trolling and all, but it's just, I think it's a lot of personal preference on that one. Yes, sir. But I'll be glad when the wind dies down, guys.
Yeah, I think we all will.
I think you were spot on. Sunday looks like the best day this week, and after that, good luck.
Yeah, it's going to get rough again.
So how can people go fish with you, Brad?
Fishtime.net. They love to have you. We grind it out, and I guarantee you have a good time. Yes, sir. We put them on the deck. We're going to work as hard as we possibly can to get them up for you. Like I said, I'll dive on his back if I got to. And it's always a fun time. We always keep it light and have a good time. Yes, sir. But I appreciate you fellas having me.
Yeah, brother. You guys are on the fish. That's evident from the photos you guys are showing. So y'all definitely give them a call and get out there and get on some of them fish with new guy Brad out there.
It's only going to get better too. The more it warms up, the more the wind lays down. It's just going to get better and better. And I was telling pre-show, Mike, your guy a couple weeks ago hit my July on the head favorite time to fish because there's so many different species you can target. That's when the mahi get a little better and you start getting grass mats in a little bit more. But then gags and red snapper are open. There's a lot more species you can go target and that are biting at the time. So I enjoyed that. I wasn't going to go into the long explanation on the comments, but I perked up when he said it. I'm going, yes, that's my guy right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, tight line,
Awesome,
fellas.
Well,
I
great
appreciate
report.
it. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Till
We'll
next
see
time.
you, next time.
All right. Good luck, fellas. Tight lines.
See you, brother.
Later, bro. Awesome. Always good talking to Brad, man. It's good. Good
Sorry,
addition
Jeremiah.
to the team.
We ran out of time there to get her done. I'm sure we can get Brad to do it. One of them. That's for the record. I did say July. Well,
Justin, yeah.
In that case, yeah.
Well, since you want to jump in, let's go ahead and bring him on here.
So, all right, everybody. Now we're going on to the inshore side. We're going to talk with old Captain Justin Thomas from Flat Spot Fishing Adventures with his He Did Call July. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, Brad, let's go sweat, man. This sounds like a good time. I'm ready.
Oh,
Yeah, July's hot, man. It is. I know it's hot on the beach.
And us
July
fluffy guys,
August.
we don't do well in that. We really
I'm a tropical person.
So what's going on in the inshore world?
Well, hang on. Before we get to a report,
that's true. Sorry.
How did you do last weekend?
Man, same as usual. So I ended up like 61 or 62nd out of like 250. But we were up in Tennessee, and I had 2 fish come off that would have put me probably 9 or 10th. So
nice.
Like I had the fish on. It's not like I didn't get the bites, but I had a 4.5 pound smallmouth came up and just somehow spit the hook. Like they usually don't get away from me, but for some reason that one just wasn't meant to be, man. But it was still fun, it was nice fishing somewhere where you're just not fighting hydrilla all day long. It was all like, chunk rock, and there wasn't a blade of grass in that water. So it was cool. It was different.
Nice, man.
That was awesome. Well, 60 something, 200 some anglers. That's respectable, man.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't.
It's respectable enough not to make a dime, is what it is.
Oh, well, there is that.
The answer is always you slower, be like, I cashed a check, didn't do too bad. Nope, I don't get to say that.
Yeah, no.
So
been a lot of checks
on the inshore.
But at least you weren't the bubble guy, because there's nothing worse than being
the
first one out of the check.
Yeah, I've been there. But yeah, it was fun. So yeah, inshore, it's like you guys said, the wind has been atrocious. Bill's a bad dude. I ain't going out. But the good thing is like what we have seen is the bait starting to come back up shallow. The other day, I felt the first tug of a pinfish yanking on the back of a plastic, and it had been a while since I felt that, so that's nice to see. Sheepies are still out there, so we're still going to give them a good little run until that completely peters out, but I'll keep fishing that until they're done. And Spanish are starting to come in, and that's pretty easy stuff if you just want to go out and have fun. We just drive around and just smash them. They ain't where they need to be yet, but it's happening real soon. And then that's just, you're just winding all day. So
that's awesome.
it's pretty
just
cool.
Running, gunning for the schools, right? Is that what you?
Yeah, man, that's all I do. Yeah. Just do that, and then we'll get close to them, and then just throw some of the old Clark spoon mackerel trees down and troll around, and it's another really dumb looking rig, but man, it works.
I know. We were doing that around the Destin Harbor 2 weeks ago, and just it's crazy how ugly that thing looks, but how good it works. Dude,
I have a hard time when I look at a bait and I'm like, there's no way this thing's gonna, I just have no confidence, but it catches them. Like, you don't need nothing else. If they ain't gonna bite that, you might as well just go do something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sheepy stuff, I know we talked about this last time, and I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of the jigs I'm using real quick. I'm not getting
Yeah.
into no bill rigs or anything, but this is the one I was talking about, that
Mhm.
little swing head.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
like a bottom
Oh,
sweeper.
yeah.
Yeah, it's got a pivot on it. I'm trying to hold it in the camera.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
So it just kind of free floats this hook.
Yeah.
And they got these down at your shop there on Emerald Coast. That's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
picked these up.
Is that the bird of prey, or is that?
These are the ones that are by the cash register. They don't even have a name.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, hang on. You were over here at Emerald Coast,
Oh.
Yep.
and you ain't letting nobody know?
Nope. It was a Eglin drive-by quick stop.
A stealth trip? Man, you gotta
Yep.
let us know next time.
Hurt.
And these aren't bad. I mean, I can't remember what they are, but I have another thing that I do.
Uh-oh.
If you want to
Secret.
do it on a budget. And this is another one of those things that might look a little ugly, but I'm telling you what, it works. So what I got going on here is I got 2 bobber stoppers, 2
Uh-huh.
beads, and a 1/2 ounce lead with a hook.
Huh.
Same idea.
So it's like a peg knocker rig?
Pretty much. But this hook is floating.
Uh-oh. What? You done scared Brian. Brian left. You scared him.
So if you try to catch him on just a slip Carolina rig, you're never going to feel the bite.
Right.
So what we do is we peg this so that as soon as they touch it, they're not sliding this weight ain't going nowhere. So you're going to feel it. And if you really try your imagination, you can always pretend like it's 2 crabs making out with each other.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you put your fiddler on there on the hook.
Yeah.
Got your rig sitting there. Just drop that sucker down there. And this costs about, I don't know, this lead, you get a pack of 7 for like $1.75. You guys are the ones that know the stock market on beads.
Yeah.
But it ain't bad.
We may have a
So
few.
I mean, you're looking at probably 50 cents for this rig
At least. So
versus $2, $2.50 for one of them jigs. So
nice.
I've caught them just as good on both. I haven't seen any of them do better than the other. The only difference is that swing jig, sometimes that hook can bind up on that swivel.
Mm-hmm.
With that homemade rig, it will not bind up. It's impossible.
Nice.
So that thing will just move around and that crab will just do what it does.
it's funny you bring that up. So, I mean, one of those great nights while I've had a couple of adult beverages and just happened to be on, I don't know, ninjatackle.va. Oops.
Yeah.
You start finding weird stuff and you go, I wonder what I can do with that.
That's right, buddy.
So, right here, now I know these
That's the one.
bobber right here, you can use exactly what you just talked about. You're now the second person in my life to show me a reason to use these.
Dude, those things, you can use those for so many different things.
I did not realize how versatile this little piece of gear was for inshore or even hell.
Oh, yeah,
offshore.
man. They're awesome.
That is a hell of a tool. So thank you
Nice.
for giving me something to work on tonight.
You can do it. So just like the bill rig, now we're going to have to use hashtag Justin Sheepy rig.
Oh, so, I like it. Bill did it.
If you guys use a rig like Justin just showed, make sure you tag us with the hashtag Justin Sheepy rig. It's in the comments. And we'll put it up here real quick. Boom. And let's see what we can get.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We do have a hashtag Bill rig submission this week.
We do.
We will talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, let's see if we can't get this one going. That's awesome.
And
so we
a few more weeks, we're going to run out of stuff, and me and Bill are just going to be making stuff up in the garage 20 minutes before the show.
So Jeremiah Kelly asked, he's never eaten a sheephead. What can you compare it to eating wise?
I don't really compare them to it. It's like they're kind of their own thing, and they're awesome.
They're firm. Yeah. They were really good.
Yeah, It might sound weird, but similar to trigger, but I think sheepies are a lot
Okay.
better.
Really?
All right.
I do, yeah.
Tastes like
Right.
chicken. Larry.
Yeah,
everything.
but
tastes
they
like
are. They're definitely a little firm, but man, they make some good tacos.
nice. Good deal.
They were serving sheepshead not too long ago at Where You At Seafood is the fish of the day.
Oh
And,
yeah,
yeah, I get it now. I get it.
dude, it's good stuff. And they're
Yeah.
it's just so much fun when they're like biting good. It is like it's so much fun.
Nice. It's almost like battle fishing this time of year. Like around the Destin Bridge, around the Destin Finger Jetties over here. I mean, it is boats are lined up just wearing out sheephead.
Yeah,
And
and they
crazy.
will like because you'll get like say there's 20 boats out of there, and then in a week half of them won't catch
Yeah.
anything, so they're like, they're gone. But I promise you, there's still going to be people out there catching them.
Yeah.
Like there's a
Nice.
couple dudes out there that just like it doesn't matter what day it is, they're going to go smash them guaranteed.
Yeah.
Bill's
deal.
explanation is if a red and a flounder had a baby, it would be a sheepy.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Now I gotta go catch some.
All right, let's go.
Come on down, man.
There
Oh,
you
wait
go.
a minute. No, you can't do
Yeah.
that right
Hey,
now.
I'll bring my boat.
Come on down.
All right. Come on down. Invitation's open. Brian and I are road.
Oh, wait a
tripping.
minute. I think Schuber's listening. So
Yeah.
we've got a boat.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
Awesome, brother. Well, great
All right, man.
report this week.
Thanks,
Glad
man.
to hear you did good up there in Tennessee. And
It was
next one's in
close, but
September, right?
yeah, September at Hartwell.
Nice. Awesome, buddy. Well, we appreciate the report, and we look forward to the next one.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, brother. We'll see you.
All right,
Later.
take care.
So, yeah. All right.
All right.
On to the fun. Here we go into one of our happy places to go because we
That's
haven't
right.
gone inshore much.
The surf report. With us this week is Mr. Sean Lawless from the Lawless Tide. What is up, buddy? Waiting patiently back there.
What have you
Ask
got?
the guy that had the worst week surf fishing to do the surf report. Good.
But your videos this week, if you guys haven't gone back and taken a
Yeah.
look at his videos from YouTube, were stupid amount of education and fun to watch. So
Absolutely.
there was a win in that one.
Oh, thanks.
You are.
Yeah.
Now I want to know what you're hiding though on your right because now you have me excited 'cause that wasn't there before.
Yeah. Well, you guys were talking about it. This was that since you're talking about Sheepshead, this is the one
Yeah.
James
the
Frisky Fins made up for me. Oop, let me see. There we go.
There you
That
go.
is pretty.
It's
That
awesome.
is awesome.
Yeah, I can't
Ooh.
wait to use it.
That looks heavy or heavy duty. It looks a lot thicker.
No, it's pretty light.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a medium light. Yeah, it's a light rain shadow blank. But
Nice.
I had to make it extra short for the kayak. It's about 5'11".
Okay.
So just
Brilliant.
perfect because when you're doing the sheepshead fish from the kayak, you're always knocking the tip of your rod against the pilings, and because you can't control exactly where you're staying. So
Right.
I did have a good sheepshead story for you on sheepshead rig. So you guys were talking about
let's hear
sheepshead
it.
rig.
Yeah.
I found one that probably nobody's used before.
Oh, nice.
A buddy Brock and I went out to
Mhm.
Destin Bridge. This was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 2.5, and we just got owned. We got broke off every time. There's so much structure, and we were back behind the channel guard because
Okay.
the boats can't get back in there,
Right.
but the kayaks can. But there is structure everywhere. There's steel beams going across the bottom. There's stuff everywhere.
Mhm.
And we just got our butts kicked. We hooked up like maybe 12 times and just ripping the drag out, couldn't stop them. So we knew it had to be some giant black drum. So I go back the next week and I've got my offshore rig, my Daiwa Saltiga 2-speed.
You were not getting beat.
40-pound braid. I think it was 40-pound fluoro leader, 5/0 circle hook. And we got some giant shrimps, big old shrimps like that big. And so I drop it down and it wasn't like 30 seconds, just boom. And I thought I had a black drum on, and I'm reeling up, and it's not really fighting, but it's like pretty good dead weight.
Yeah.
And I get it up and all the way up, and it's almost 24-inch sheep's head. And it had swallowed the 5/0 hook.
Wow.
So all you need to catch sheep's head is 40-pound leader and 5/0 hook.
No more of this 10-pound little crap anymore.
Yeah. No more of this ultralight stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? We're taking one of the Rogue Reels rigs out and just dropping it that way. We're gonna modify Rob's rig.
And then
That would be good to get that on one of Rob's rigs.
It'd be funny.
I dropped down again right after that, another big shrimp.
Yeah.
23-incher.
Holy
Like,
crap, man.
Back. Yeah, it was crazy.
Did you bring him in for the tournament?
No, I let both of them go, and then of course I was doing the Birds of Prey tournament.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a Sharpie to write the code on my
Oh,
hand.
to get your
No.
Yep. So the one time probably in my life I'm gonna have a chance to beat Vince Ray
Yeah.
in the Sheepshead tournament, and I don't have
And you don't have a Sharpie.
Sharpie.
So there's another tournament coming up the end of this month. Are you entered in that one?
A Sheepshead tournament?
No, the 2022 Pompano Showdown.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to.
You got to have your Sharpie, so make sure you have your Sharpie out there.
Yep.
For your number.
Carve that.
Carve it. So we do have a comment. Mr. Bruce here says you need to get a black and white reel for that one.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
He's another color guy, likes to match everything up and make it look nice. So
yeah.
What are you gonna pair it with?
I was thinking like either maybe a small conflict or a BG.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll take it up to the shop, Bay Baits, and try some different ones on there and see how they feel.
There you go.
Yeah, probably one of those two, just 2,000, 3,000 size, something small and light.
Maybe that's what I'll do with the over the bar. Take it up to half hitch there and just sample a bunch of them. My problem is I'm going to come out with more than what I need.
Don't let Shandy see. I mean, it's not like she's watching or anything, but don't let her see you leave with it.
Yeah.
No.
That is awesome. So I know you brought it up in the beginning of the report. Have you gotten into anything off the surf this week?
Yeah, it's been real hit and miss. Like I've got a real bad habit of, checking the pages and seeing, oh man, like 15 people limited out today.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the beach, before dawn the next morning, and then it's just dead.
Dead.
Yeah. But
yeah.
But I stuck it out a couple days. One day I fished, it was brutal. I fished 10 hours, basically from almost dawn till dusk, and two pompano.
Oh, those days hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. But I mean, there's people catching them all around. I just haven't been. Every day I go seems to be the slow days. So I just need to spend the whole week, go every day, and that way,
yeah, don't
miss the hot bite.
You're sure to hit it. I've noticed it's hopping around, and we talked about before. If you can find the school will stay in that area for 2 or 3 days before they move on. Yeah. And it seems like, right now there must be a nice school hanging out in the 30A area, because there's a lot of folks out in that area that are catching some nice fish. And then Pensacola, but not into Fort Pickens, like in that Pensacola from Portofino to Pensacola Beach area. Yeah. There must be a nice school out there, because there's folks that are catching some nice pompano where everybody else is like Portofino west to Navarre is getting those 1s and 2s days,
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hopefully
frustrating.
Getting more consistent, get this wind and stuff past. And
Mark. Freaking Mark. They're gone from 38. Y'all stay over there. Why?
I did
They're in
notice
your
Mark
yard.
was on the beach one day. He took a break from the boat charters and was on the beach. So he
Mhm.
never posted how he did. So he must have done pretty good.
No, but he did comment earlier while we were talking to new guy Brad that
Mhm.
LJ and him had caught some pretty good stuff on the rigs. So I didn't get to read that one off. I apologize.
Lionfish on the jigs, on the GI jigs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Those things need to go away anyway. Catch them all.
Yeah.
I never
about,
posted 8 days. Jerk. I get it.
How about shark fishing? You done any shark fishing lately?
No, I've got a charter coming up this week. I haven't done any in several weeks. It's been, I know Jack's had a couple good trips lately.
Yeah.
He's had some trips where they've been pretty busy and hooked up. So hopefully it's that time of year when the black tips should be moving in.
Mm-hmm.
Start getting some in the surf, catching some on the cast outs, and
Yeah.
it's that time.
Yeah, they're definitely out there. We got sandbars and a nice spinner the other night, so that was a shock to see that in here so early. But
Yeah.
no big fish. I'm all in front of the second bar, so it's but they're definitely out there and moving, so which is good. Awesome, brother.
Got some
What
stuff.
you got, Brian?
Well, I think all right. So we had the question with the reels. What is it for you? What does it take for you? To like, all right, that's what I need.
Well, I mean, I still consider myself fairly new to the saltwater game, so I'm still kind of feeling out, trying the stuff I like. And Brad was talking about the slammers, and I did like 4 years ago for my surf setups. I bought 3 slammers, 4500s, and those things they're tanks. I mean, I'm wading out all the time, surf's getting splashing all over them. And I mean, all I've had to do is just rinse them at the end of every trip. I mean, that's it. In 4 years, and they still work like they're brand new out of the box. So definitely a fan of the slammers.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And
I gotta say, in your videos too, they sound good when you're getting on a big fish. Oh, get it. Get
yeah,
him.
there's nothing worse than when your drag clicker breaks and you just hear.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the funny things watching the videos though with the kayak ones is you see we have the back view and you're pedaling and it's kind of like you're gonna get the nudge, but you just see that thing bending and sprung. Like,
oh yeah.
Ah!
Oh yeah, there was one. I watched one. Well, there was a video the other day I put out with a surf video, and my rod. I'm sitting there. This guy down the beach, he's messing with the rod, and his other rod's going off. And so I'm sitting there doing comments saying, "Dude, you're gonna lose that fish. What are you doing? Go get your other rod. Look up. Turn around and look." And then when I come back and look at the footage, the whole time my first rod, like right there, was going the whole time. So little humbling there.
That is awesome.
Did you catch the fish though?
I did catch the fish.
There you go.
Nice.
I swear
Good
those are the
deal.
worst. Those are the worst ones when you're sitting there and you're like, why is that straight up and down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why's my
Yeah,
line
it takes a
on
minute
now?
and it clicks in.
Mm-hmm. Totally on that one. Well, thanks for being patient, man. I'm sorry you had to wait so long, but it's always good to see you and always fun to have you on.
Oh, thanks. No
Yeah, and
problem.
you're still doing Michael Adams. Is that on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's out there. Yep.
Yeah.
It's
That'd
out
be
there.
probably one of your last videos.
Yeah, from one of my last 3 or 4 videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Nice.
Well, so you're still doing charters. Are you booked up pretty heavy, or you still got some openings?
No, I don't advertise at all.
I know you don't.
I try to keep it just
Told me that in the podcast, and I was like,
I don't advertise, but I still get people calling asking, and so people call me up and ask. I'm like, yeah, I'll
I'll go.
I just don't. I'm retired. I don't need another job.
That's right. That's
true. It is true.
It's so great.
So-
It's so fun.
Oh yeah, but no, I still do. I do shark charters and surf charters, and
Nice.
I got I'll be doing some kayak charters here pretty soon too.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you pick another one up?
There's something in the works.
Nice. Very
Good
nice.
stuff, man.
Shouldn't be too long. So, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'll book with you and just bring my kayak because that way you
Awesome.
can,
Well,
laugh
we can
when
just
I
go
screw it up.
fish.
He said we can just go fish.
I got a trailer now. I can actually do this. Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Jack,
I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Jack's all, shh.
I almost wore my Dallas jersey for you, Jack.
Sure.
I was in the closet looking up. Oh,
Oh,
just about did it.
Awesome.
good seeing you, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming
you
on.
too. Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for being so patient.
No problem at all.
Awesome,
We're
brother.
gonna need
Thanks
to
for
fish.
being
What
there.
else am I gonna do?
There you go.
True. It's true.
We'll see you, buddy.
All right.
See ya.
You guys take care.
You too, bud.
Awesome. That
Oh.
was man, we got like an hour and a half show going. This is awesome.
It's kind of how, and again, for all of you that watch this and watch this consistently, thank you. I mean, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. And for those of you that know us off camera, do know that Mike and I can do this all day.
Yeah. We can just
We can definitely talk about fishing and just about anything, and it'll just be a long conversation. We try not to make it that way, but I mean, when we're talking to the great people, it's hard not to have good conversations like this. So I really hope that you pick up on something. Oh yes, that comment. That was a
so
good
going
one.
back here, Mike, are you going to do inshore red snapper this year? Yes, dates are booking up already. People are booking for June. Snapper dates haven't been announced yet, but yes, I will be doing trips.
Dude, those are gonna be fun for you this year.
Yeah, they're gonna be great.
So the question I have for you with those ones are you gonna think about doing some camping?
Nah.
Ah, come on, go old school. Give me 10.
Well, not for trips, and I sold my RV, so I don't think I'll go camp. I mean, I do have a great big tent and all, but once you start in the RV, you don't want to go back to a tent.
No,
It's just not as
I mean,
no.
I'm sure I could find a way to convince myself to accidentally say that we need to go camp at Pickens. and
Maybe.
Rex.
Yeah, if you take Rex out there, and we can go out there. And anyway, we digressed a little, but
We
yeah, no, I'll just get up stupid early and drive out there. It's not so bad. 45 minutes from here. It's not bad.
All right, you ready for
Glamping.
yeah, that is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because I mean, and Jack, we know you're young and you don't
Yeah.
have the aches and pains we do when we wake up. I'll
Yeah,
tell
a
you,
lot of
man.
aches and pains.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into this share here. Let's go into Facebook. Hopefully, Facebook's going to work. Close that out. There
Are
we
you
go.
doing the hashtag or are you doing your other
I'm going to
one?
do I did hashtags.
Okay, I've got something from not the hashtags.
Yep.
I figured you'd do those.
So, everybody, thank you so much for tagging us on your hashtag Panhandle Fishing Report. As I said, you bring those up, we're going to search, we're going to find it. But I want to bring this one up real quick. This was the first hashtag the Bill Rig. Nice bass there. Got the Zara Spook, and he's got probably, this is Larry Grossman, maybe an 1/8 ounce jig head down there behind it.
Like a Slam Shady.
Yeah, is that what it is? Slam Shady on there?
Yeah, it looks like one.
Nice. So great job, Larry. Larry's posted it, hit us up with a lot for this week. Here's another one by Mr. Larry. Out there starting to get it, he says. Listen and learn. Today the bite was solid. It's a nice cooler of pompano right there. That's a good day.
Yeah. Oh, Larry just texted in 1/8 ounce. Yep, it was.
1/8
All right.
ounce, yeah, okay. Mr. Salty McCrory got out with Bearded Brad the other day. Nice nice redfish there.
And he just had that for dinner last night. Looked real good with the old TFO.
Oh, yeah.
set up.
That's a nice sized redfish.
And Salty also put in the comments too that the conflict is no longer sold anymore. It is no longer being made, which sucks. And I do remember him telling me that before.
GI Jigs.
Donnie.
Mr. Donnie, man, if you watch the hashtag fishing report, you already know. If not, what are you waiting for? Absolutely, man. These things, I'm telling you, Captain LJ, man, he's got a nice product there. We thank Captain Mark for showing them to us. And unfortunately, the secret's out now, and we're buying them up.
We can keep a secret, guys. We promise, just not on the air.
we can, just not, yeah. And we didn't. To be honest, we didn't spill that secret. That was Mark.
We are blameless.
Yep. Mr. Jeremiah Kelly got into a couple nice pump and a whiting the other day. That's nice.
A whiting?
Double up and a double up. Check that out.
What's a whiting? I haven't seen them. I didn't know they existed.
It was rough conditions too. I mean, it looks pretty rough out there.
He was getting after it. It was good that he got out.
Yeah, it was. Let's see what else we got down here. Okay, here we go. This is our buddy Beach Buzz.
We got a jig. I'm trying to throw when I see a school. Some action. Oh, I'm on.
Yeah,
I'm on. Yes. We hooked into something. I have no idea what this is, but I've seen this school. This is the GI jig. And for you guys that watch the Panhandle Fishing Report show, you guys have seen one of the captains recently talked about this jig. We ordered some, and we got a Spanish.
Nice.
It's a Spanish mackerel.
And it was a good Spanish, too.
Yeah, it was.
And Braden didn't catch it.
Yeah. Hold that fish up for me.
Yeah, that is a nice Spanish right there.
I saw it busting out there, buddy.
And you know, and I've said it several times. The good thing about the GI jigs is no treble hook to deal with. And like you brought up, that fish, I mean, yes, if I'm going for Spanish, I'm going to have a leader on there. But the fish are biting so far back that you don't even have to worry about a leader, really, with those things.
Donnie, I'm going to hold you up in 1 second here because this was about Mark. Y'all are killing me. Y'all killed us. Snug knot or loop knot for the GI jigs?
I would tie a uni on there and not let it dance around. Although I don't have one yet, so I would ask Mark what he ties on there. Does he tie a nice snug uni, or does he put it on a loop knot? Or
Mark just chimed in and said no leader. The jig works great as a perfect chafe guard.
Nice.
I don't know. I'm personally, I'm a big fan of the Palomar just because I know how to tie it so fast now. For me, it's really comfortable. But Mark just he runs a 30-pound fluoro with a TA. Oh, he uses the clips. Okay. And Larry, he did the loop knot. Works just fine. All right.
Nice.
Oh, David with his.
This is David Bates. Wow. David, I gotta. Yeah. I'll have to tell you a cool story about this one. But this won the mini showdown, 17.5 inches to the fork. David picked this one up, and great fish. Right about 4 pounds. Nice.
That's a smart way to do the scale.
Yeah, just hanging on the how you doing right there. Nice. But great fish, Dave. Thanks for tagging us. Always like seeing the catches by you guys. And this is another one from Salty. You never know where Fred's going to show up. Fred's eyeballing that redfish.
Don't trust him, everybody. If you haven't done a lot of surf fishing and you see Fred, don't trust him.
Given the opportunity, he would probably drag that redfish off.
Yep. Hell, he took one right out of. I remember he took a pompano out of Tony's bag.
Yep. And then this one, hopefully this comes up. This one I thought is so cool. Blaine, if you're watching, is this going to go to it? Oh, it's going to go to a site, but that's not what I wanted. Anyway, Blaine took out a young gentleman on a trip recently who was working on his merit badge for fishing. He'd been trying and couldn't get it knocked out. Blaine told his dad, bring him out with me, and marriage badge completed. How awesome is that? Great guiding. Where to go, Blaine, for doing that. That is so awesome. And I'm sure that kid is excited. One new merit badge to add to the sash there. So great job. Thanks for doing that.
Oh, yeah. Good job, buddy.
What you got? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Boom.
All right. So I didn't bring it up last week, but I am going to bring it up now. So this was the Shoals, Abby and I. We were one of the first sets to go weigh in at the tournament. We did the tournament over there in New Smyrna, the Surf Fishing Challenge. This is Abby's smaller of the two pompano that she got. But as closing her eyes there, but she did manage to get first place and the juniors category. I'm really proud of her. She got a good check. She got a new Alvy rod and reel, which I quickly text Salty and asked him, how the hell do I work this thing? And he said, just go to YouTube and be patient. So nice. We got some cool stuff out of that. But that was a lot of fun right there. And I placed 9th with my pompano. The biggest pompano definitely had me smoke checked, but top 10, I wasn't sad.
Yeah.
All right. So Sean got himself out there nice. This was pretty cool to see, even though it was in the boat, and should have knocked this back, but I'm not gonna. Well, actually, I think he was on the pier. But they were they're after it. So the Spanish were showing up. They did a great job out there. They got after it, and that was on Monday.
That's a table full of Spanish right there.
Salty's Pompanos. So Kayak and Kennedy went out and got this nice pomp, as you can see. One of Salty's newer floats. It's the black. It was the orange with the black checkers. Really nice set of rigs right there. I've got a couple that are tied up. Was trying to hopefully get out soon, but those rigs are definitely fishing and getting some good fish.
Yeah, they are.
Mike,
what is that?
Killing me here. It's coming up. That's what's.
Is it a turnover?
That is a pompano. What is that? Pompano Rangoons.
What?
I mean,
that's like whoever posted those pompano cakes and pompano ceviche, dude. That they look amazing.
Yep. So he did a whole video on this. Salty had some stuff here, so there's on that one.
Nice.
But yeah.
Is that Al Surfco?
Yeah.
Alabama Surf Company.
Yeah, it's Mike's.
Surfcast. Okay.
The Yankees.
Nice.
They are off of the bad bag. They are rocking it out. They went out there, they got after it, and just crushed it. And went out there with a big set on fish gum, and just I've talked to them a little bit, not much on this, but they had a really, really good day.
Awesome.
I can't talk about the spot.
Nah.
Colt, rocking it out, got his limit.
Is that Colt? Yeah.
This was the part here. 5 within the first hour. So they, like we were talking about earlier, they're coming in. They're just coming in waves. Be patient. Yeah. The afternoon bite is slow, and you're going to get onesie twosies. Justin and I went out the other day. I was out on probably about 45 minutes before him. I didn't have a single bite. He came out and raked a little bit, got a couple sand fleas, threw one out, and got a bite within 5 minutes. So my butt hurt level went up to about 10. As soon as I scooped up some fleas, sure enough, fleas were game on. So live sand fleas were the way to go. And I also caught a bull red, and of course it friggin' bypassed my Rogue Reels rig with a piece of mullet and went right after my pompano rig.
Oh, of course.
So it was just like I had a chunk here just waiting for you. Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't you go for the good stuff? But anyway.
I've been 2 trips now on that setup and a nice whiting head, and I'm starting to think there's something wrong with my biggin rod.
I'm gonna have to wrap some money, but some dollar bills in there. The shark trip.
I know.
So Dave took out a charter here from clients from Georgia, and 5 cobia.
Yeah. And
he ended up getting 1. So they're here. Definitely get out after it if you want. And then right here, this is the one off the pier, off the Navarre pier. George Schwartz nailed the very first one at 35 pounds. So, and the second one's caught there. So they are showing up at the piers. Get on out there and get after it. And like we've said before, with the pier action, y'all, look, I am not a patient person, and I am not a people-y person. I don't like it when it's people-y. I don't like people in my bubble. I am that guy. But when you go out to the pier, don't go out there with your first time thinking you're the big head guy. Ask questions, learn, get yourself in there, and move yourself in. Because if you get in there and you get in an altercation, it's not going to be worth it. So just be patient, and it sucks. It's a learning process. Everybody's going to want to throw, learn how it happens, and be just calm, okay? It'll be okay. But there you go.
Absolutely.
Paddleboard weather to go after some cobia. Yeah, Sean, I mean, I haven't taken the yak out into the water yet for the Gulf side, but I mean, I have been tempted numerous times to say, why not? Let's see what happens. So I think it's due time. Oh yeah, good comment.
Absolutely. So I like this one here, Michael, Adam. I'm new to saltwater. This info is so helpful. That's what we're here for. That that's why we have the captains, the guides come on. That's why we explain the rigs that we're using. That's why we ask the questions that we ask. Like the reel selection, why you choose your reels, what kind of braid do you use and why, what pound braids, things like that. We want thinking, thoughtful questions to help folks out who are watching the show, because we realize a lot of folks are new to the area. A lot of folks are watching this from other areas too and planning vacations to come down here and want to know, okay, I want to go and get one setup, to go out and do some surf fishing, or I want to book with one guide when I come down. it's all to make sure you guys have the info so you can go out there and catch fish. This is awesome.
There's nothing worse than when people, we see people at the beach, and I'll be the first one to admit, if I see somebody doing something funky, I'm probably going to be that jackass that's going to walk up to you and be like, "Hey, how you doing? What you using?" I'm probably going to slip you a Salties rig because I carry them with me for that very reason. I might even slip you a sinker. But on that same one, we want you to be successful, and we hope that everybody that's watching this, if you are an experienced angler, you're helping out that person that's coming down here and is having a hard time or just is struggling, and you're not going out there being a jack wagging about it. Same with the inshore. A lot of people, they don't know how we do it here. We have captains that have explained it. They have availability to take you out on charters. We want you to be successful. We want you to catch fish. We want you to come back and tell us and share with us your success. There's nothing better than seeing people talk about, "Hey man, thanks. This is what I caught." I don't know. It's a super high.
Absolutely. I love seeing the photos. I love seeing stuff come back, and I love seeing the hashtags for the reports. It's just awesome. And I'm glad what we're doing is helping you guys, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
So on that note, we're going to wrap things up. Next week, it's been a while since he's been on, but Captain Brandon Hilliard of Got the Hookup Charters will be with us. We'll have Captain Bill, back with us on the inshore. And for our surf report, we'll have Jordan Gooding will be with us from G2 Coastal next week.
G2.
Who's been catching some nice fish over there in Alabama. So he'll have a nice report for us as well. I love when I get photos of people's catches on my rigs. Yeah, Salty. I mean,
you make a good rig.
You make a good rig. I do want to talk to you about something though. I got a question for you. No, it's not bad. It's just something I've noticed that I got a question about. So, other than that, folks, we appreciate it. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you share us out. Make sure to keep sending those hashtags in and tagging us in your photos so we can get your photos on here and get them out. I got nothing else. Till next week, folks. Let me get this thing going. Here comes the outro.
Later.
See you all next Friday night. Later.